Welcome to Book Talk at your Joeten-Kiyu Public Library. We have here today a very special guest. Her name is Ms. Marlyn Dawe. And she's going to be here telling us about a special book that she just borrowed or just checked out today from the Joeten-Kiyu Public Library. But before we go on to talk about the book a bit here at Book Talk, we just want to get to know who our reader is. So, Miss Marlyn, so I see you're wearing a nice volunteer shirt there. What is
AmeriCorps?
The AmeriCorps program?
Yes.
Which school are you volunteering?
I'm from Kagman High School. Yes, I'm a senior there.
You come quite a long way, all the way from Kagman to Suzuki.
Yes.
So what brings you here to the library?
I do read alouds here every Saturday with the children at the children's library. Yes, I help out in the children's library mostly.
Okay, that's good. And today is National Library Week. It's the start of National Library Week. So what have you guys been doing here for National Library Week so far?
So Saturday we all decorated from the proclamation today that happened. We helped out, put up posters for the guests that came, and just help out wherever they needed help.
Oh, thank you very much. So Miss Marlyn is one of 20-some AmeriCorps volunteers that have volunteered at the library this year. And we just want to thank the AmeriCorps program for coming out here and promoting literacy. We do the Read Aloud, Saturday Read Aloud. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And now she's here on the couch, and I'm gonna ask her some questions about what kind of books do you like reading? Because besides volunteering and reading to children for Saturday, you love reading a lot, right?
Yes.
On your own. What kind of genres do you like enjoy reading?
Mostly romance and true crime books. Yeah.
Wow.
I love movies too about true crime. Yes.
Do you like the movies that came from books, or just movies that are just similar to true crime and suspense?
Just like anything true crime. Yeah.
Are you watching any movie recently that's like suspenseful, or any movie?
I mean, Criminal Minds isn't really. It's like based on like crime movies, but yes.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Well, we have a lot of books on those too.
Yes.
But okay. So, what do we have here? So, Marlyn, I heard that you borrowed this book a day ago here at the library, and since it's National Library Week, we need to find out a teen's perspective on books. So, have you read this book already?
Yes, I finished it yesterday actually.
And it looks like it's a #1 New York Times bestseller, now adapted for young adults. Cool.
Yeah.
So, did you enjoy this book?
I did.
What do you think? What was it about?
It was about this. He's an Olympian runner. His name's Louis Zamperini. He's from Torrance, California. So he made it to the Berlin Olympics, but then he had to stop running because of the World War II. So he had to serve there, and they did a rescue mission with his team, but they ended up their plane ended up crashing in the ocean. So they were out. Him and his partner, his name's Phil, they ended up stranded in the ocean for about, I think, a month. And then they were captured by the Japanese, and they were held in the, what's it called, the POW camps, the prisoner of war camps. So yeah, they were there for not sure how long, but it was until the war ended. Yeah, so they were there. There was a lot of what's it called? They forced them for labor. They had to do a lot of stuff for the Japanese that wasn't what's it called? Normal for their lives. Yeah. So yeah, it was a very sad book, really. Yeah.
You mentioned it took place in World War II. Did some of this like speak to home? Like, did you kind of like?
Yeah, I actually heard Saipan. They mentioned Saipan here. Tinyan, they did. Yeah, they mentioned about the dropping of the atomic bomb, Little Man in Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, they mentioned that it came from Tinyan and then it went to Japan, the plane. Yeah.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. So, Unbroken, an Olympian's journey from airman to castaway to captive.
Yes.
And it's also adapted to also a movie, right, as well?
Yes, I've actually watched the movie a few days ago too.
Was it similar to the book?
Or
yeah, was the
pretty
book better?
similar,
Or?
I think the book was better.
Okay. But overall, would you do you recommend this book to
I
other
really
teens?
do. If you're interested in like stories about the war or just veterans, it's really great story to read. It's pretty sad knowing that some of our soldiers had to go through these experiences during their service in the war.
Thank you for sharing that information, Marlyn. And again, this book is Unbroken, and it's by Laura Hillenbrand. It's an amazing book, and it's also available here at the Joeten-Kiyu Public Library. So join us for our next discussion on Book Talk. Stay tuned. Thank you.